I've been told about this headset by my good buddy Steve, aka VR Flight Sim guy. This is even more incredible than he led me to believe. This is absolutely insane. I'm looking at the gauges and everything, and I can see it also crystal clear. This is top of the line. This is basically the best thing that I have ever seen VR related.
So I've tried many headsets working for a VR courseware company, and by far this is the top number one on just the clarity of the screens inside, as well as the fidelity of, from what I'm seeing, everything is just so clear, it's vibrant, and it's popping, making it so easy to see and just to be able to read everything, even with the depth perception.
I love it. This is the most real thing that I've ever seen before. We tried a lot of headsets, and this is pretty amazing. So good job, you guys.
The comfort was great. The eyepiece is not hitting the glasses and still being able to wear the glasses without was actually really comfortable. Quality is absolutely amazing. So
I'm in the Somnium VR1, giving it a test in a fighter jet here, and my first reaction in terms of the graphics is wow. Now I've seen Steve VR Flight Sim guy talk about the graphics, and I do like the Pimax crystal. I've got the Pimax crystal, and I wasn't quite sure, to be honest, whether or not it could be a significant change on that. But let me tell you guys that if graphics are important to you, well, you're gonna be shocked. This is ridiculously clear. That's incredible. The one thing I did notice in putting on the headset was the sweet spot's really quite large. It was hard to set my IPD, which is done manually, because the sweet spot's so big. It's just incredible.
Okay, so I own the Vario Aero. I temporarily owned the Pimax Crystal for about 2 weeks. I sent it back because it had too much distortions, but this is better than both of those. I can notice immediately that the black levels are better. The field of view is better. I can tell this is better than the Aero. Okay, somebody else needs to. This is ridiculous.
It's very clear. It's a big, wide field of view, vertically, horizontally. The resolution is what's blowing me away. I can read all the instruments. The colors are perfect. The blacks are nice. Yeah, no, everything looks very nice.
I'm very impressed with the clarity of the cockpit, and it really is impressive. The holy grail is to be able to see through to see where your hands are on the instruments, but I understand you have that capability, so that is what I'm really looking forward to see.
Okay, so
But yeah, as far as being able to see your instruments clearly, being able to manipulate the controls and see all around you is awesome.
Very clear compared to the headsets that I've used before. There's still a little bit of a sweet spot right in the middle, but stuff around the edges is definitely still legible, and it's easy enough to glance down and read the instruments and stuff like that. It's nice and light. Doesn't I don't feel too much pressure on my face. Yeah.
It's beautiful, bright colors, very sharp, very vivid colors, and the cockpit is much clearer that's what I'm looking for, is the clarity of reading the dials. It's outstanding.
Are you able to read all of the dials?
Yes, everything looking right here without any problems. Beautiful. Wow.
I mean, the clarity is really high. And it gets sort of distorted towards the edges, which I noticed something similar when I tried the Expo 3 yesterday, which is a $10,000 headset over in the VR experience. But yeah, I mean, amazing clarity. at all like depths of field.
Are you able to read the instrumentation on the aircraft?
Oh yes.
All of it?
Very, very clearly, yes. It's in Russian, but yes.
It's pretty amazing. It's very clear. It's crystal clear. I can't really even see any pixels. I mean, it looks amazing. Very clear picture. I don't see any of the screen door effect or anything like that. Nice wide field of view. It looks gorgeous. It's probably the best looking headset I've ever worn. It's really nice.
Yeah, the clarity is pretty incredible. Currently I'm a Reverb G2 user that has used a lot of things like OpenXR tools and a lot of external stimulus to the headset to sort of fix the clarity. And you know, sitting down, I can read really small text on the gauges, really small text on all the cockpit surfaces. The lighting is really even throughout, as I expect. Yeah, it's just pretty awesome.
So I'm flying a Beyond Big Screen right now, and I just wanted to try another product. I like my Beyond Big Screen, fairly new. And so first impressions, this, when I put it on, it was comfortable and it was in focus almost immediately. Field of view is quite nice, so I can read all the displays very easily. Quite similar to the Beyond Big Screen. There's no squinting needed to see anything. The adjustment for the IPD was almost instantaneous. It was very easy to do. So obviously, because of the size, the weight's more than the Beyond Big Screen, but I expected that. Nothing less than I expected. First impression is that it actually was quite impressive.
Really impressed by the clarity. This is really something. Resolution is really impressive. Compared to my HP Reverb, this is far better. I mean, the cockpit itself is really nice and bright. I like that. And I can notice a bigger field, a wider field. Not having to move my head as much to see what's going on beside me. This is really something.
It's very clear. The colors are like just sort of vibrant.
After using the Somnium VR and comparing it to definitely the Vario Aero, wider field of view, both vertically and horizontally, but compared to their new XR4, the pass-through on this is definitely superior with the current software that Vario is using. The Vario has a box in the center that's the sweet spot, and then everything outside is a little blurry, whereas with the Somnium, you have a nice clear, you don't have any transition point between your field of view in the center and the exterior. It's very good.
Yeah, so I can see really fine text extremely clearly, which normally I do not. Normally I have to use insane pixel density settings or resolutions that are potentially unsupported by whatever flight sim it is. It's also very fluid. There's no noticeable tearing or jitter or anything like that. You don't have that feeling of the headset struggling to catch up with you. And it has a really good viewing angle. You don't really feel like there's, between your two eyes, it's very, it does really feel like one image, which I've struggled with on other headsets, so.
This was a lot smoother. I'm not seeing the stutter I saw in the Crystal. This is much smoother. The headset feels a little lighter too. A little more comfortable. Oh, it looks great. Looks really good. Looks very real.
This VR1 is just absolutely amazing. The pass-through right now is so clear. I mean, it's like you're looking, definitely just real life. It's just unbelievable. So, and the ability, like he was mentioning, just being able to use it during the flight sim and boxing out a certain area is going to be amazing. But the clarity of this pass-through is just, it's superb. I can read his phone, he used that. I can read all the
all the switches, everything here. I can read across the room. It's very clear. It's just amazing.